thought of something to say, and this is for our INFJness. And there goes my pencil. Maybe I can write with the other side. Nope. Dang. Let me put it back in. Yeah. So I figured I'm not the only one that feels like this. All right. You know how people ask each other, how you doing? It's like all I can do to not say I haven't been this happy in years. And it's all because I'm alone. I mean, I'm alone without the public. Now I'm married to Mr. Sensor Thinky, but he's like me, except for the most significant parts. But the I helps. And having this in common means that he doesn't annoy me. We don't annoy each other really, but we don't understand each other because of these differences. But that's okay. I have you guys. I don't need to be understood by everybody. So I'm not technically alone, but I never get sick of him. So everybody else, oh yeah, I get sick of them. But I don't usually do anything about it because I'm always thinking about other people. You guys are probably doing that too. This is why we are who we are. We're empaths, and we're intuitive. So we know what people want from us. And I won't speak for you, but I acquiesce more than I should. And it's coming to my mind parallel. I just got a reading done from my friend Yara. She's on YouTube. She's very good at reading Akashic records and stuff like that. So I could just tell I was having some issues that were beyond this lifetime. I'm already aware of some that came from here, but I could tell it was deeper. And I had a few lifetimes where I was starving because I could tell my GI tract isn't right. I could tell my intuition told me I'm not assimilating nutrition. And sure enough, I had many lifetimes where I starved and I wasn't well. So anyway, I didn't really mean to go off on that tangent, but the parallel is I'm not nourishing myself. You see? That's how my intuition works. It follows the energy. It just recognizes. That's why I'll sit with people, and I have that business where, I'm like a counselor. I'm a metaphysical counselor, so it's a little different, but that's how it works for me. I get information from the person. It's like they're broadcasting it, and I just pick it up, and my brain will show me a similar instance, why it's related. So I could tell that was going on with me, and the not nourishing myself. And it was happening physically. So part of being alone in quarantine and why I'm so happy and thriving is because I was giving too much of myself away. But see, I looked okay on the surface mostly, so you wouldn't know it, because sometimes my mood goes up and down. But I'm kind of complacent about that because it's done that my whole life. And but it's also because I give too much of myself away. When people don't feel well in front of me, I want to lift them up. That's naturally just who I am. But I can't do that unless my needs are met. And if I don't check in with myself, I'm not going to notice that that's happening. So where I don't look like I'm not doing well, but what I am doing is treading water. And the world does not need me treading water. I didn't come here to just float around. I came here to make waves, right? Incarnating on earth is hard. You don't just come here for no reason. So I knew something wasn't quite right, And then also, even talking to you now is kind of showing you I have something in reserves. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it to give. I wouldn't even have this, however many minutes we're going to sit here. So that was interesting. And I thought, if I'm thriving, I bet my other introvert friends are thriving. And I wonder if they made that connection. So that was worthy of a video. I have a lot of INFJ friends. I can see them from far away. It makes me so happy, and I'll befriend them. But they're all sensitive to energy. That's the intuition and the feeling part of you. So they can kind of feel what's going on. And we take the temperature of the collective too. So as we've been going through this illness that we're all sharing in one way or another, I would check in with my intuitive friends, like my the one I would hike with. If you saw some of our beginning videos, her name's she calls herself Average Jill. But I would check in with her, and we would be having like the same day. So in the beginning, it was upsetting, but then we're ahead of the curve. Now we're all happy, and people, the average person in public, they're not happy. The extremists are really unhappy. Most people are not happy, and they shouldn't be. 80% of the population are censors, and when they look around their world, and if they look at headlines, if they're not wise to look beyond headlines, they're upset, and they'll even get upset at you if you're optimistic. So I've been keeping that part of me on the down low, but I'll share it with people I trust. And we know that everything's going to be so good because of this. People are reaching out. People are caring about each other. I haven't felt this kind of energy since 9/11 in my country, where everybody put their flags out after, and I could feel it happening, and I knew that was the same energy. It was exactly matched, But good things come from that. People need depth. This is making depth for a lot of people. We already have that. So why wouldn't I be happy? But I'm not going to, put it in their face. So I just tell you, I'm happy. I'm very happy. And I've been writing pieces and posting them to my Facebook. And you should be able to find me. You're welcome to find me. You can follow me, and you can talk to me. Try to tell me if you're an INFJ, so I know. Because I don't friend everybody, but I don't know. I might start. I'm not sure where I'm at on that. But I definitely want to find you guys. So I've been posting a lot of pieces of work on perspective because I can see people freaking out. And I don't think they need to do that, because if you go beyond the headlines and you listen to sensible doctors who really, really, really are working this disease, and they're a specialist in respiratory viruses in New York. I posted a video from someone of exactly that in critical care. All I can do is bring them to water. I can't make them drink. I started, I have to remind myself, I take people to a point and I have to give up. So I alternate between posting jokes, because that's my normal way of uplifting people for 10 years on Facebook. Jokes, and then I'll alternate once in a while with a thoughtful piece. And then now I've been doing extra jokes, extra thoughtful pieces, because that's why I'm on Earth. That's why it's a hard balance between lifting up people every day and forgetting about me, and lifting up people because it feels good for me. So it's really just about awareness. I mean, that's my own answer. It's just about checking in with yourself, making time for yourself, making sure that you do have alone time, whether you think you need it or not. You probably do. So that's what my life has looked like. And some of the pieces I've been writing about perspective are just, I know it's a big deal. As of today, 70,000 odd people died, but half of that died in my country just from the regular flu last year, and nobody was losing their mind, you know? And I'm not referring to the middle people. The fringe people, they are losing their minds. Oh, 250,000 people are supposed to die in the next few weeks. Like, oh, but they're so far away, I can't save them anyways. I think I'm just trying to affect people that are teetering, that are somewhat near me. Like, they want to consider other things. They might want to consider the newspaper is sensationalized to get their advertising revenue, you know. 800,000 people died by their own hand last year in the world. 800,000 people. And if you watched a meter ticking that showed you that, it would be upsetting, right? That's what I would say to a sensor thinker. If you watched a meter for homelessness or hunger or death from car accidents, it's 130,000 last year. You could upset yourself over anything, you know? So anyway, that's what I've been doing. And my new website, this is the name of it. I think this is going to be a brand. Things I hear me say. I think this is like a brand for me. We'll see where it goes. Yeah. So that my blog and the stuff that I've been posting, some of it's on there, not all of it. And I guess that's it. I didn't really have anything else to say. I just thought, you know, I bet the other introverts like me are thriving, especially us in particular, because of our intuition and our feeling. We're always checking on everybody. You know, we care so much about other people. And then we have to make sure we have enough for ourselves. Maybe you guys do that. Maybe, you know what I'd like to see? Write it down. Write it in the comments. How do you personally take time for yourself to make sure your battery's charged? What does that look like? You know, do you go for a ride on your bike? Because that's something you can do by yourself. And if somebody tried to follow you, you can just speed away from them. You know? Because right now, the quarantine is the only reason why I remembered this. I don't think I've actively engaged this, like I need to be alone, period. And then just no excuses. No, I'm sorry, I can't go to coffee, or no, I can't listen to your story. I don't think I say no. Yep, I'm like an open book, like always willing to help people, but I'm gonna have to make some adjustments when I go back out into the wild because I'm not willing to be mediocre. I didn't come here to be mediocre. I didn't come here to tread water. So that's what I'd say today. Hope you guys are doing well. I really appreciate your past attention, and this channel really is just for INFJs and whoever else is attracted to it, you know. But I might make this thing another channel. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Nice to see you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.